Master, in every class there are very smart students who are front benchers. There are bank benchers who are not interested in studies and wasting their life. And there are weak students and who struggle to even pass. I mean, they barely pass. So in your class, I belong to that category. I don't want to waste my life, but I'm not even able to, try. I'm not meritorious enough to be the front bencher or someone. So what is your advice for weak students like me?
I often say follow your heart. Because the person who is really going through whatever be the situation in life, he knows the best. They also know the outcome and how to steer their way through. I once read a story, and based on that, we have also created a movie, small movie clip. That one advice, or even hundreds of advice, are not fit enough to anyone in life. But life throws at you different balls, different problems, under different situations. And the solution that you may have received in the form of dictation may not apply there at all. So the presence of mind is required, awareness is required. And to take a bold step courageously. See, often we know the answers, but the next step is missing out because we lack courage to follow that step.
They have collected some questions.
Let him start.
Master, it is said that one meeting of your spiritual guide is enough. I mean, one has to at least meet once the spiritual guide for every aspirant. So, how that meeting has to be, and is this like what it is meant to be in your presence at least once in the lifetime?
बार बार मिलने में अर्ज भी क्या है? It's up to. See, this was advised by Babaji Maharaj that meeting your master at least once during your lifetime, you should not waste that opportunity, that moment. And how should one meet Master? It's the biggest question, and that again you have to answer it yourself. Do you come as question solvers, you want to solve some problems? You come for spiritual gifts. You have to analyze what are you here for. And match that with your aspirations. And I went first time to see Babaji Maharaj. I had no questions, no expectations, nothing. I was just there. We had no conversations, zero. In his presence, one has to be fully engaged from inside, like cat waiting for the mouse, fully alert. And here the pratyahar makes a lot of sense, one of the steps. In Ashtanga Yoga, Pratyahara means bringing all your attention inward. Those days when there were no phones, even regular phones they were rarities. So we had this good time of not distracting our minds into many directions. We were just there. These days, out of 24 hours, you are hardly there with the master even for 10 minutes. You may be physically present. So I wonder, this meeting, you may be meeting, but are you really meeting? Okay. Now,
We have articulated a few questions collected from youth. So may I?
please go ahead.
So in Heartfulness, as we say, the materialistic and spiritual wing should be equal and balanced. How one can change their materialistic aspirations along with their spiritual growth? Can you give it with your example, your own example? How did it change?
Well, doesn't say equal, because the material dimension and spiritual dimensions, they use different parameters. Can you say 1 kilo of spirituality and 1 kilo of gold in the material world? They are incomparable. The units of measurements in spirituality are different. What Babuji really meant was the efforts, our attention. We should not neglect one for the other. We need to integrate them. Material life and spiritual life, they both have to be led in a perfect way, not leaving anything halfway finished. For example, you meditate and you keep scratching your hand and you keep scratching your head and keep thinking about something, and I wonder what that meditation would be like. Or you're married to someone and you hate that person so much. Life becomes miserable. You're studying but you don't have any interest in studies. You're studying because you want to see that you get a good job. So everywhere, whatsoever we are doing, if we don't do it joyfully and completely, then it's going to hurt us eventually. So whatsoever we do it joyfully. Now, some people may ask a question, I don't have joy while I'm meditating, what can I do, sir? Then why did you join the system anyway in the first place? Just because your parents said it? But you must be having some inclination to start with in the first place. So re-trigger that flame inside your heart. Take sittings from your preceptors and see how you can rekindle your interest. And regular sittings are a must actually. 1 or 2 individual sittings per week, face to face with a preceptor, is very important. Group satsangs are indispensable. Without these two, you can't refine your life, either spiritually or materially. When we meditate, we get guidance what to do and what not to do, both in spiritual world as well as in the material world. If you are a businessman, it will guide you how to run your business.
The question is that everybody says that Daji's vision is huge, Daji's vision is really huge. I want to know, Daji's vision is really big. Daji's vision is really big, considering heartfulness and in general. So, as youth, we are willing to contribute towards it. And so, can you just tell me what is your vision for the next 5 years and how, as youth, we can contribute towards it and align?
I don't know, they keep on asking such questions to me. What is my vision? It hasn't changed. It's the same what Babuji saw. In every household, that there should be some abhyasis in every household. That is our dream. See? Will it happen during our lifetime? We don't know, but we keep trying. Little bit whatever we can in a very natural way. We keep moving slowly and steadily. And is it a big vision? I don't know. Vision is a vision. If you say I'm going to make $1 billion versus a person says I'm happy making 200 rupees a day, to him 200 is so much, it's very big. For him that vision is big. Visions, so it's very comparative thing. So thank you guys, and my simple suggestion is meditate like never before. Such a time, I don't know, I wonder if it will ever come back. Thank you. Thank you. Dhanyavad.
Requesting everyone to be please seated and please give way for that.
Okay. You have a question? I saw your hand going up. Bolo.
मेरा क्वेश्चन नाम दाजी मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि यूथ में ना मैंने इसे सुना था कुछ लोग ऐसे बोलते हैं कि सच्चा प्यार एक बार होता है तो मैंने कुछ लोगों से सुना था कि नहीं 3 बार भी हो जाता है 4 बार भी हो जाता है तो आपको क्या लगता है कि सच्चा प्यार एक ही बार होता है और अगर होता है तो आपको कभी हुआ है एंड यू आर फीलिंग
Here is eternal. You see, for when we come or we arrive at a stage, what you are asking is a different question from what my understandings are. You are asking from romantic perspective, right? From a romantic perspective, one is enough. More than that is khichdi and a hell. And if one could not satisfy you, second will never satisfy you. The game, romantic game is like that, see. Yeah.
Okay, I have a small question. One small one, very small.
What attitude do you think is better to have towards life, to surrender or to run behind what you want?
Both are necessary. Surrendering or accepting life situation and facing the challenges, they are not opposites or contradictory. They supplement each other. So run like crazy. At the same time, you surrender to the great Master or God and say, with your will, with your help, if it has to happen, it will happen. I'll try my best.
Do you stop running? You don't?
You don't stop running, you keep going. It depends who you're running after.
One small follow-up question. So if I have a friend who is a manipulative friend, is very-
Drop him.
Drop him. Thank you.
When we are confused and we can't take a decision, so how to
Or ask me your confusion.
Actually, career ways or whatever it is, personal life, when you're confused with the things, then how to go about it?
Meditate. And if you still can't find the answer, go to a preceptor, take a sitting, and wait for 3 days and see what happens.
3 days sittings.
No, take one sitting and wait for a few days until it becomes clear in your heart.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How can you be the best version or beacon for heartfulness? That is, किधर भी जाओ बोलेंगे ये बंदा heartfulness का है, ये कर सकता है. How to get to that level? जहाँ जाए यही है. Yeah.
Practice is the key. Prescription has been given by the doctors. Take it regularly. Some people meditate and do cleaning and prayer also perfectly well. But meditation they do in the afternoon, cleaning in the morning, or prayer whenever they are in trouble. So how will it work? See, when you are supposed to take a sleeping pill, I practice as a pharmacist, and often we used to have some typical problems, it makes you laugh. One is, old lady comes and she says, "Doc, what did you give me? This medicine doesn't work, doesn't put me to sleep." I said, "When are you taking it?" She says, "In the morning." So these are some of the problems we have, see. Sometimes a mother goes to a doctor because child has an ear infection. And doctor says this medicine will work. See, and we put, even though we put it in writing, 1 teaspoon 3 times a day, they'll put that suspension or a liquid in the ear. You're supposed to drink it. See? So now in US, most pharmacists started writing, take this tablet by mouth 3 times a day. And it makes you laugh. How else can you take it? But I can't share some other examples, you'll go crazy otherwise. Thank you. Thank you.
धन्यवाद महाराज.
Thank you.